Okay, all right, everybody, look, I've got another box. Right, okay, what's inside this box today? Well, it says by there, RCB, and it's the G19. So let's have a look what's inside the box, then put it together and get it by here, and we'll have a good look. Okay, so there was a few things in the box. We got the front wheel here, which was loose in the box. I think that is the front headlight. I know that is the front mudguard. We've got some sort of carrying rack by there. Then there's something in here. Can I see inside there? Not quite sure what's inside there. Wait a second. There we go, inside our package there is the actual charger. And there was another box, and a side stand, and a pump. And in here is the front indicators. You've got the pedals, you've got a free lock, you've got the manual. What's this here? Looks like some rear pegs to me. You've got a basic toolkit there, another rear peg. So that one was inside the box. Right, so here it is, all put together. Now, there was quite a few things to put on. Front handlebars, this optional rack by here, the headlight, the front indicators, the pedals, the rear indicators, the rear foot pegs, and the side stand, and the front wheel, and the front mudguard. So it was quite a lot to put on. But anyway, let's have a bit of a closer look at this bike. So like I said, if you want to put this front rack on, and it's hard to show because there's a bolt right down in there. See that silver bit down in there? And you've got this angle bracket here with two bolts up there like that. And then you've got another bolt there and one over there as well. So a little bit different to the usual front bracket, but you know, I got it on there. And the front headlights, you've got to put on these indicators, which are exactly like motorbike indicators. Now at the back by here, we have got a rear shock. And if you look down by there, there's rear foot pegs. Now, if I put that pedal, we put that pedal back like that there. Now, if you've got big feet and that is down like that, we put that down, the back of your foot might hit that there because it's quite close distance from there to there. You know what I mean. Put your foot on there, back of your heel might clip that if you've got big feet. Okay, so looking at the brakes, 160mm discs, cable operated, then the tyre is a 16x4 inch. Now, it is called the RCB G19 Mini, so this is what it looks like with a full-size adult sitting on it, and it's actually quite comfortable. Nice upright position. My feet are flat to the floor, although if the pedal is up high, you can see that my leg is going to come past 90 degrees, so we'll see what that is like out on the open road. But just by sitting here, it is very comfortable. Okay, so looking at the back lights here, let's turn them on. Let's turn the lights on like so. So there we go. There's your tail light. There's your brake light. There's the right indicator. And there's the left indicator. Let's have a look at the front. Okay, so let's turn the headlight on. There we go. There's the headlight. There's your left indicator. And there's your right indicator. Okay, looking up at the handlebars, you've got your half twist throttle there, 7-speed Shimano. There's the display. You've got a bells, one of them ones you push like that. Then you've got your plus, your minus, your on off, your indicators left and right, and your M button there. Now, there's a QR code on there, and there's a Bluetooth symbol flashing. So there must be an app for this that we'll have a look at later on. Let's take that away there. And you've got your power level assist there, look. It goes up to 3, that's it. You can see the speed there, your battery level, and by here is your battery voltage. Okay, here we have the magnet of truth. So the handlebars are aluminium. That feels like steel, the front forks there. This here, the frame is made of steel. If I can get that off there, like that. The front wheels, aluminium. The pedal arms there, they're steel as well. So it's mostly a steel construction with a little bit of aluminium. Right, okay, that was a look around the bike. Let's get it out on the old open road. Right, okay, here we are out on the open road now. if I do the throttle by here, the old half twist throttle is very weak. It's more like, it feels like the walk function. So I'll do that there, look. And it's hardly getting me moving, look. I'm doing about, what am I doing? It's picking up speed. We're doing 2 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour. So they've made that throttle legal, but it's, oh, it doesn't even give you a boost off. It's very slow. So anyway, let's pedal. Right, okay, let's go round the roundabout. Now, as I suspected, my feet, the back of my heels on my trainers are hitting them rear pegs for rear passengers. So, it's probably, this bike is meant for smaller people. Anyway, do the speed test. Here we go, round and roundabout. So I'm not putting any pressure on the pedals at all. We're doing 16 miles an hour. Will it go any faster than that? Let's have a look. 16. And there we go, 16 miles an hour. That's not too bad. And just, my legs are just going around, just keeping the cadence sensor going. But 16 miles an hour, there we go. So, what we do next? We will try, and I say try, to get up the hill I usually go up. Because this is a legal 250 watt, totally UK, EU legal e-bike. It's only got a 36 volt battery, which does mean it is a proper 250 watt e-bike. The throttle, I don't know if there's a way to unlock the throttle. I don't know if there's a way to do it, to give you a bit more boost. But anyway, I'm hoping that there's enough power to get me up the hill without having to put pressure on the pedals, because my knees are coming up quite far. It's not uncomfortable at the moment because I'm not putting any pressure on the pedals. So, and I've just moved my feet slightly forward so they don't knock them rear pegs. You don't have to put the rear pegs on, by the way. I just put them on because they were there, just to show you where they go. So here we go. Here's the hill. Anything behind me? Let's get up this hill then. Now, I'm in, what am I in? The highest level assist. This controller here goes red. And we'll just see if we can get up the hill. Let's go over by here out the way of this car a second. Okay. Now, here's a good test. How long does the cadence sensor take to kick in? So here we go. Oh, that was quite quick actually. So that's not too bad, it is quite quick. Now, I've lost all my momentum. So I got to build up the speed again. So it isn't the most powerful e-bike in the world. What are we on now? 8 miles per hour? Whoa, we're flying up here. 9 miles per hour. There's another car coming. Oh my God, come on. I got to try and pull off on the hill again now. Any more cars coming now? Okay. Right. Now, like I said, if I use this twist throttle, look, it won't even get me out of this ditch by here. That's how weak it is. It won't even get me out of the ditch. Oh, now like I said, I think this is not, I don't think it's suited for my weight, basically. It's more like a kid's bike, I'd say. Because obviously if you're lighter, it's going to go up this hill easier, isn't it? So, 7 miles per hour. Right, build up momentum again. It is comfortable. It's the rear shock actually does what a rear shock is supposed to do. I can feel it taking all the bumps out. Now, up by here is the tunnel. As long as no more cars come through, I'll put the light on and we'll see what the headlight is like. It should be pretty good because it's It's quite a big, it's a big old unit, the headlight is, so we'll see what it's like. Let's put it on. So there we go, the headlight is on. I don't know if you can see it on the display there. Little bit wet inside this tunnel today because it's been raining like mad. This is the first dry day in ages, so there's going to be a lot of drips in here. So let's have a look. Well, I can't see the light. There it is over there. I think there's another car coming. Whoa. Right, okay, here we are. We got to the steep part of the hill. Now, I was going through that tunnel, trying to look at the light, and the light wasn't that bright. I'll be honest, the light wasn't that bright. It was almost adequate. Now, this is the steep part of the hill. We're doing 6 miles an hour. I've got to push on the pedals now, which I don't like because my knees are coming up high. And when I was coming through that tunnel, there was some guy in a Mondeo with a big turbo boost. It was loud as anything. I jumped out the way, he came racing towards me. Anyway, we're going up this hill. I'm not pushing on the pedals hard, but I've still got to put some work in, so it is taking us up here. But like I said, it's not very comfortable because your knees come up high, so it's a little bit painful on the old hips, I'd say. And that's probably has to do with my age, but you don't really want your knees coming up past 90 degrees. So we're only doing 5 miles per hour, so it's quite slow progress. We are going up a hill. It is making it up here. Like I said, I think this is designed more for flat, and see, like I'm going 4 miles per hour now, and it's not very comfortable at all. I wonder if I can stand up. Well, it was quite easy when I stood up, but we've almost made it to the cattle grid. The hill is even steeper up there, so like I said, because I can't push hard on the pedals because my knees are coming up high. So be warned. Like I said, I think it's ideal for a kid, but not for me. Right, okay, I have made it up to the cattle grid. I did it, look, so I am here. Now the seat, I will say that the seat is super comfortable. It's got rear pegs on here, but like I said, if you had 2 people on here, the weight, you wouldn't be able to go up hills on it, unless you're a kid, obviously, and you don't mind standing up. But the seat is super duper comfortable, very comfortable. So I've got to try and get this bike now up that hill. We will do a brake test and a walk function test, but my poor hips are going to have to get me up that hill. Right, I'm going to have to engage stand mode, put my feet in the right position on the pedals because otherwise they're going to hit the back pegs. So here we go, stand mode engaged. Whoa, and my feet are in the wrong place. Right, let's get my feet in the right place. And there we go. Once you get going, then there we go. Phew. Right, this is the steepest part by here, and it is struggling to get me up here. I'm trying to be as honest as possible, and this is a steep hill. We haven't had any cutouts yet, but I can't pedal up this hill. I can't, so I'm gonna have to stop. It is too uncomfortable to pedal up this hill. So let's try the walk function while we're here. Let's hold down the minus button, like so. And there we go. That is the walk function. So that's actually not too bad at all. The walk function is getting me up here. If I try and hold it back, you can hold it back very easily. Let's press it again. Here we go, there's the walk function. So it's a weak walk function, but it is dragging the weight of the bike up here. I'm not pushing it at all, so it is doing what it's meant to do. Anyway, well, I can't get up the rest of the hill. I can't pedal up the rest of the hill because my legs are coming up too high and it's making it uncomfortable. So I think these type of bikes need to be 48 volts, not 36, because you can't pedal them and be comfortable at the same time. Or just stick to the flat ground and avoid hills. Right, okay, I have made it to the top of the hill, just about. I have just downloaded the app. I just did it by here just now. I'll put the app by here on the side of the screen. There it is there. Now, it says battery level's 100%, but I can see on the voltage thing here is on 40.3, so it isn't at 100%. You've got your speed in miles per hour there. You've got your levels there, look. You've got to put them, if you want to put a level 1, then you've got to save it, and it goes to level 1 on there. If you want to put it in level 3, put in level 3, which I always have it in, save that. It's on level 3 there. If you press the headlight like that, nothing has happened so far. Let me press it again. And the headlight is on because the headlight was already on. It turned it off. So the headlight was on. Press that, turns it off, turns it back on. I can see it coming on and on. I can see it going off and on by here. You've got your unit set there, look. So you can change it from miles to kilometres. I've already got it in miles. You've got the lock function there. There are some tags there, look. You need these tags to start it, or you can use your phone to start it. And then there's a little code when you press the buttons there. Anything else? It's got a cycling record here, navigation, vehicle info, and then your total mileage. And if you press on there like that, you've got device information. And if you want to remove it, you can remove it. So that is the app. Now, get up to the top of there, come down, do a brake test, and we'll do gravity test going down. Gravity test, I'm going to enjoy, because I'll be going back down the hill. So let's get up that way and do the brake test. Now, this bit of the hill by here isn't that bad. So normal sorts of hills, this bike is absolutely fine. It's just that hill there is quite steep in certain places. And I got, you know, I haven't got young legs anymore. So, you know, I don't want to be putting a hip out at my age. Anyway, let's carry on up top of here now. And we'll try the brakes. Like I said earlier, 160 millimeters, cable operated. We'll see how it goes. This bike isn't that heavy. Even though it's made of steel, it isn't particularly heavy. It's quite a small bike, so it's not heavy it's not heavy at all. So let's stop waffling. Let's just turn around, do the brake test. And I'll try and find, well, it's not going to be any place dry because it's been raining for the last 10 years. Mind you, I can see a dry bit there. We'll give it a go. So we'll try and stay at 15.5 miles per hour. It's a little bit difficult to try and stay at 15.5, but we'll give it a go. Now my tyres are wet. We just check the back brake is on the left side, which it is, which is good. I like that. So let's get up to 15.5. Try and avoid leaves and stuff. We're on 16 miles per hour, but there it says. Still 16 miles per hour. It's a dry bit there, so ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, first stayed at 16 miles per hour there, so I'm wondering if I was going a little bit faster than 16 miles per hour. When we go down this hill, let's see if that stays at 16 miles per hour or if it goes faster. Now, let's have a look behind me. You can actually see the mark. I did try and get it on the dry bit, so let's go up by here. Stay there, Ian. Stay. Right. So I think it was about by here. From there to there, that's not bad, is it? It's not bad at all. So let's go down the hill as fast as I can. Now, it does feel, I'm going to say this bike feels really planted. It does. You're quite low down to the ground, so you do feel quite secure on this bike. But we'll find out when we go down the hill, because you get close to 30 miles an hour going down this hill. So here we go. This is just gravity. This is not the bike's top speed. So let me go side to side here. Yeah, it feels absolutely fine. Very nice bike, handles nice and well. So let's see if we can go past that 16 miles per hour on the actual display there. And can you see that there? For some reason, my camera went off, so I'm gonna have to go back up the hill now. Oh no! Right, my camera turned off, and I don't know why. But, did you see on the display there, it was stuck at 16 miles per hour. It wasn't going past 16. So how fast do you know you're going down a hill if it doesn't go past 16? I haven't got a clue. So, and we're on a hill, look, and this throttle, it will not move me up a hill at all, because it's, I think it's set, like I said, it's just doing the walk function basically. So, it isn't a powerhouse, this bike, at all. But I've got to go back up the hill now, because my camera decided to turn off. I must have said something, because it has got voice control on the camera. So I must have said something to make it stop. I don't know. Anyway, we'll try again. Now, I have got an app by here, and it does say maximum speed, tap to reset. So I'll put that on and see. It might not, we'll try it anyway. But we'll try. So let's just put that in my pocket, is it, I suppose? I'll just put that in my pocket, and we'll see if it does record the top speed. Anyway, unless hopefully my cameras stay on. Yeah, everything's on, so right. Let's get down this hill again. Let's get a bit of speed up. Now, like I said, I have no idea what speed I'm doing because it says 16 on there. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm coming to the hill now, the turn by here. I'm not going to pull the brakes. I'm not going to pull the brakes. I'm not going to do it. I didn't pull the brakes. I'm going to get wet. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't get wet. Whoa. How fast am I going? I don't know. Am I coming towards the cattle grid now? So I'm going to slow down. And here we go across the cattle grid. Phew, man. That was exhilarating. Right, okay. So, my top speed on this little bike was 28 miles per hour. I don't know if you can see that on there. It says 28 was the maximum speed, which isn't too bad at all. And it did feel good. It felt fine. It didn't feel like scary. Mind you, the water and coming around the corner when you can't see, that was a bit scary. But hey, here we go, 28 miles per hour. I don't know why that stops at 16. Why does it stop at 16? Now, I don't think I've actually said the battery specs, so I'll put them up by here somewhere by there. There's a car coming behind me, so let's pull over by here, let the car go past me. So the battery specs are up there. Now, I'm on flat ground now, so it's perfectly fine on the flat ground. And little hills are okay. And it is quite a comfortable bike, and like I said, the rear shock does bounce up and down very, very nicely, which is, you know, a bit of a bonus, because a lot of these e-bikes, you get on them and they are a bit stiff. now we're coming back to civilization off the mountain roads. I will say that the mud guards have done a fantastic job. I don't think there's nothing on me at all. I've got no mud or muck on me at all, and it's quite wet today from all the rain over the last weeks. But the mud guards have done a fantastic job. But I tell you what, I haven't used the indicators once. Now, another thing is, I did forget to say, is that when you press the indicators, let me pull over and I'll show you. Because I don't want to be putting my indicators on and people think I'm going somewhere. Let's pull over by here. I'll put the indicator on, like that. I don't know if you can see there on the display. It actually has got an arrow going back and forth there, look. So, and if I do the other side, like that, there we go. It's got an arrow there as well. So, when you've got arrows on the display, it's quite nice because you can look down and then you realise, you go, oh, I've been indicating for the last 20 minutes. I would prefer a little beeper as well, a little buzzer maybe. That'll make it a little bit better. But anyway, now before I head back, I just want to do one more speed test because it stops at 16 miles per hour. But let's find out the actual speed, the top speed, the pedal assist. Let's find out the actual top speed by doing the app again. So we'll go down by this quiet road down here again. And we'll get somewhere flat and we'll give it a bash. I'm going to use the indicator. There we go. Hey, I'm using the indicator. He knows where I'm going now. Right, let's get down by the flat. Let's not start on a hill. So I'll pull over by here somewhere. I'll get the old phone app out. And we'll try it again. I think I'll have to reset the thing. So bear with me, I'll be back. Right, it's reset to 0. Let's pull up my pocket. Out of the way. And then we'll try the old pedal assist again, just to make sure that it is correct. So here we go. Like I said many times, it is quite easy to pedal this bike, you know, in this kind of environment. So let's get going. So there we go, it's got the 16 on the display there. It's not going to go any faster than that, is it? And when we get to this flat bit by here, it's slowed down a bit now. Get to the roundabout here. There we go. And then we'll go round the roundabout and then we'll check the speed when we come back round the other side. But this is just pedal assist, ghost pedaling this is. And we'll see what the speedometer says when we get round here. Right, the moment of truth. There we go, can you see that there? So the top speed, according to the, you know, my phone, which is done from the satellites, 17 mph. So there we go, not too bad, is it? Not too bad at all. Right, okay, I think I'm gonna make my way back before my hips dislodge. Because it is, like I said, for my height, your knees do come up. And if you're taller than me, your knees are going to come up even higher. So anyway, I'm going to make my way back. Right, okay, there we go then. That's my review of the RCB G19 Mini. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, comment, hype, do all them beautiful things, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hi!